The new Torp TM50 Pro. And this is going in my baby, my custom Surron Ultra. Yeah, it's already got a Torp TC1000 controller, a nice color display from Torp, and a battery from Chai that is an 80 amp hours, 81 amp hours, 80 volts. Gorgeous. You know what else on this? Ginny bags. Oh yeah, this is the ultimate adventure bike. I kid you not. So we're gonna add this 58 kilowatts maximum. That should really fill that last gap that I need. And it'll make it probably faster than my Stark Varg. No kidding. All right, I'm gonna put the main gear on this now, just for perspective. Oh, here's the original stock motor, which I've left on this with the belt drive. This is the belt drive. Even the stock motor's like, it's kind of stiff. I mean, this one, look at this. Dude, that's smooth. I don't even have a big gear to, wow. And this one's like click, 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 click. Because of the number of stop points, I guess. Somebody will be like, I make motors and you're an idiot. I'm like, I know, it's fine. I get it, but no, you can tell the difference. It doesn't matter. This is just smooth. Wow, really pretty. So there's a notch here, and they gave me this little knot. We'll call it the notch filler. It's supposed to go in perfectly like that. It does have one rounded end on the end, so you know you don't want to twist it. It's pretty obvious that that's the way it goes. So you put that there, and then that goes there. And in this case, very opposite of my last motor that I just had to, I had to force it in the front wheel of my car to get the damn thing off, because number one, I didn't realize that that particular motor, they did this in reverse, right? Even though it had one of those little notches, and this is the little thing on the Sotion motor, they did the reverse threading, but you don't know it until you look real hard and you like compare, you go, is that reverse threading? Yeah, no, and I was sure. By that time though, I was off the bike, and I should have got the main gear off while it was on the bike, while it had tension with its chain from the main gear to the secondary, while I could put the pressure on the back tire and get it to stop. Instead, I had to do a crazy little match. I have another video, but anyway, finally got it. Oh my God, I tried everything up till then. I had to use these clamps to sort of just jam it into itself, and then, oh my God. All right, but it's it's done. That took some MacGyvering, as we'll put it. You see the undercarriage, and the underbody protection cage, all that stuff has been removed. It's loose. It's quite simple to do this, because all we really need to do is attach these 3 wires and this, once we get it in there. However, there's a lot of fine tuning that you need to do once you do get it in there, because you're gonna have to adjust. There's a tensioner that goes right here that we took off prior. And that tensioner, once you screw this in, you need that tensioner to really loosen or tighten this chain. And what I've learned with this, with having a main chain drive, which I've never had in my life until now, is that it can be very noisy if it's not tuned properly. So you do want it to be loose a little bit, just like your rear chain. And you want it to be well greased and that. If it's too tight, it's actually louder, it seems. So this cost a handy dandy, we'll call it close to 15 bills, right? By the time I got this. However, what they didn't tell me, and I don't blame the Torp guys, it's not their fault or anybody's fault at this point, is that I was like, oh, it's coming, today's Monday, and then on Friday, it's like, oh, I got notice it's coming. And then on Saturday, they said, well, now you have to pay the tariff. What? Yeah, guess how much? $230. I paid it, clearly, because here it is. Did I want to pay it? No. But yeah, that's the tax we're paying now. Yeah. On just about anything from just about any country other than our own, with certain exceptions, depending on the day you ask, sadly. All right, I'm gonna put this motor in. We're gonna get this going, and we're gonna do some tests tomorrow. the old motor is out. New motor's ready to go in. Had to get, had some stripped screws that were a pain in the butt to take out. And so I just got a whole new set of those at the hardware store and we're ready to go. You would not want to get this wrong. Trust me, I got black and red wrong for Christ's sake once. That wasn't fun. It was funny. It wasn't fun for me. Because these are, again, they're huge. Now Torp made them, so they're fitting quite perfectly, as I would hope they would. As if it was designed for it. It was. Let's use the manual for my girlfriend's Honda VT750 Shadow chain drive 98 to 2006, which is over there, dead as a doornail because it has 2 carbs and I hate carbs, man. They are taut. They are taut. Okay. Done. Abandoning those. Now I need to get the cage back on with the motor in, which is, talk about needing another hand. What I tried before was to undo the 2 screws and then rotate it this way, but it stopped here. So it would be much smarter, I would think, to do those 2 and then squeeze the motor in that way. All right, there we go. Now we've got some full flexibility here. There's my nut. You little nutty guy, you just stay right there. All right. Oh. Is this guy a little pot? No, he doesn't. He's doing it. All right, so, well, that's lovely. We have a lovely space here. Yerp. So heavy. Oh. At this angle, oh, this is ridiculous, bro. Oh. Oh my gosh. Holy manolies, Batman. This is so heavy. Where's that third arm? Right there, buddy. There's the third arm. Nope. Shit! I need to be more ready than that. And I didn't hurt it. Okay. Put that pad a little bit more in there because I'll probably do it again, but I hurt myself. All right, that's good enough to hold. Whew. All right, so this is dielectric grease. You want to use this in between. It is non-conductive. You go, oh my God, I'm going to put in all the wires. Going to go, no, it's the opposite. Non-conductive. So what it does, it takes up that gap that water might fill up if you submerge this thing. So we definitely used this when we installed the controller originally, right here in the main connector. But they sent us some for this one too. I'm like, okay. What you want to do is find the male side with the pins on it and just go to town. I mean, yeah, it's going to squeeze out of the edges and stuff if you put too much in, yada, yada. Doesn't matter. Fill it up, clean it off, and have a good day. And now that I've got these huge ass, probably 4 AWG wires here, they do not want to even bend. So this is more difficult than it looks. Although maybe I'm making it look difficult. We'll see. Literally hitting it is like, oh, the wires don't want to move. All right, there's this huge block on the Torp controller. It's got a little light on it. That thing is a pain in the ass to find a place to put it. Yeehaw! I did not fully tighten the bolt that's holding on the main gear to the motor itself because I knew it was going to need some tension. And I'm getting it right. It's trying to drive backwards. All right, it's time to test the TM50 Pro. It's in. I haven't really kind of closed everything up and made it pretty yet. That's okay. But I did have to recalibrate it through the app that's on the phone that's now recording us now. So that's, anyway, small gap while I recalibrate it. But it seems to be working beautifully. I've got it in sport mode right now because, well, why would you have it in the other mode? It's showing a max 76 miles per hour. Now that is based off of factors of my gear ratio, which you have to adjust in the app as well. I need to make sure I've got that correct. Anyways, I think I'm running a 50 on that. Stock is a 46 on this model. It's a 50, and then you've got to take some measurements of your back wheel to get accuracy. Now, when they say do that, you go, well, this is kind of crazy because as I rub the rubber off, right, it's gonna change the wheel size, wheel plus tire. But you need to go through a tuning process where you have your phone up here with GPS speed, get this thing maxed out, see if you're matching, and adjust those parameters if you need to in the app. I got some wire wraps today because I'm gonna make this all pretty, and then we'll put the seat back on and take her out for a test drive. So yeah, here's my charger. Really should just get shorter. Any of those? There you go, big guy. And that squeezes under the seat. I can keep it charged in. I got my Jenny bags. Ready to go. And that's it, kids. Motor change out. And they're dirty. But if I changed an engine out, it would take me days probably, because I'm inexperienced. Don't have the right tools, but that would be far dirtier. Buy a mine.